Crew Game just announced that Wuthering Wave will have 5 new Sonata effects that will be introduced on the new version 2.0, and that set can be found on the new region Rinascita. So in this video, we're going to see what's the buff will be, which character can fully utilize them, and how to obtain each set. So without further ado, let's get into it. There are 5 new Sonata effects that Kuro introduced: Frosty Resolve, Midnight Veil, Tide-Breaking Courage, Empyrean Anthem, and the last one, Eternal Radiance. Let's start off with the Frosty Resolve. For the 2 pieces, you can get 12% resonance skill damage, and for the 5 pieces, once you cast your skill, it will give you 18% glacial damage bonus for 18 seconds, and casting Liberation also increase your skill damage by 5%, lasting for 2 seconds. This effect stacks up to undefined times. This new set screaming Carlotta best in slot pieces, since Carlotta the only one character that can trigger her Liberation up to 5 times, so stacking up the buff might not be a problem with her. But for the other resonator that mostly their damage come from the skill, or the damage considered as skill damage, can put this set on them, like Ling Yang, Changli, and Jinshi. Frosty Resolve can be found by defeating Gal's Courage Stalker, Chop Chop Leftless and Rightless, Hocus Pocus, Lottie Loss, Chess Mimic, Questless Knight, Abyssal Petitious, Abyssal Mersato, Cuddle Woodle, and Sentry Construct. Midnight Veil is the second set that getting introduced on the next patch. This set is mostly going to be used for the support resonator. Wearing the 2 piece will grant 10% havoc damage bonus, and for the 5 pieces, outro skill will deal more damage, and the upcoming resonator will gain another 15% havoc damage bonus for 15 seconds. This set will be so perfect whenever you try to buff your havoc DPS such as Camellia or Rover, and of course Dan Jin. This set can be used by everyone that mostly will be your support, but there are 3 resonators that can be fully utilized this set, and they are Danjin, Tauchi, and our new character, Rosia. The reason why I choose these 3 is because of their outro skill is also playing a crucial role to help your PS to gain more damage on field whenever they're getting switched off the field. Danjin will provide 23% havoc damage bonus, Tauchi will increase the skill damage by 38%, and for the Rosia, she will provide 20% havoc damage bonus and increase the basic attack damage by 25%. So having this set put on them will be greatly increase their value as a support for their DPS. Midnight Veil can be found by defeating Val's Courage and Frostcourge Stalker, Faye Ignis, Nimbus Wrath, Chess Mimic, Restless Knight, Nocturnus Knight, Abyssal Gladius, Cuddle Woodle, Luray the new Cost for Echo, and of course Nightmare version of Impermanence Heron. The next one on the list is the Tide-Breaking Courage. This set you can consider as a versatile, which can be used by every resonator and the one that scale off attack percents. This set can be used as your first ever echo set in case you're trying to farm for certain echo and still fail. Upon wearing 2 pieces, resonator will gain 10% energy regen, and wearing 5 pieces will have the attribute damage increased by 30% when the energy regen capped at 250%. They will also get another 15% attack increase once they wear the 5 pieces. But there's one thing that I would like to highlight, and that is this set only have 1 cost for echo, and the buff provided by that echo skill will only benefit Fusion Resonator. The Resonator will gain 49.76% fusion damage and 12% basic attack damage bonus. There are 2 Resonators that can get the benefit from using this set and put the cost 4 on the main slot, Changli and Chisha. Both Changli and Chisha will mostly do damage using the normal attack, especially Chisha since she's a gun user, so having a good distance from the enemy while maintaining a good buff will greatly increase her overall performance. Except for Changli, because Changli sometimes do resonance kills, so you can consider putting it on the Chisha. You can also use this set on another resonator by changing the main slot with cost 3, and the effect will still get fully utilized. But yeah, you will lose some of the buff provided by the cost for echo. Tide-Breaking Courage can be farmed by defeating Headless, Leftless, and Rightless Chop Chop, Lottie Loss, Diggy Duggy, Dion's Knight, Abyssal Gladius, Chop Chop, and Dragon of Dirge. Empyrean Anthem is another support set where it will greatly increase your coordinate attack damage. Wearing 2 pieces will give you 10% energy regen, while 5 pieces will have your coordinated attack damage increased by 80%. And upon critical hit of coordinate attack, your active resonator on the field will have the attack increased by 20% for 4 seconds. This effect will still trigger when the wearer is switched off the field, meaning you can help increase your DPS damage even more. This set will be greatly benefit some of the characters that have their kits works around coordinated attack. For example, Mortefi, Verina, Jeji, and Yuan-Wu. These 4 characters will still trigger coordinate attack when cast their liberation except for Yuan-Wu, where is only trigger when casting his skill. Putting the set on this character might become your alternative set other than the Moonlit set, where with this Empyrean Anthem, not only buffing the next resonator, but also the wearer. You can also do a lineup where you do the outro skill with Yohu, where she will buff coordinate attack damage by 100%, and with that, your resonator will have 180% coordinate attack damage increase. We might see a new type of meta coming on the next version, maybe. Empyrean Anthem can be found by defeating Gale's Courage and Vol's Courage Stalker, Nimbus Wrath, Hocus Pocus, Chess Mimic, Notorious Knight, Abyssal Petitious, Chop Chop, Fractious Thruster, Hecate, and the Nightmare version of Tempest Murphys. Last but not least, the final set that will be introduced is Eternal Radiance. Wearing 2 pieces of this set will grant the wearer 10% spectral damage, and for the 5 pieces, the wearer can gain 20% crit rate for 15 seconds, 1 inflict enemies with Spectral Frazzle. Upon stacking Spectral Frazzle up to 10 times to enemies, the wearer will gain 15% spectral damage bonus for 15 seconds. Before this, only enemy can apply Spectral Frazzle to the resonator, but now Kuro-san would make it so the resonator can also apply the effect to the enemies on the next patch. This set is really suitable on any spectral resonator, especially if your crit rate isn't that good due to rolling bad stats on your echoes. Also, since Kuro will implement Spectral Frizzle into the gameplay for our resonator, there's a possibility that stacking the damage might happen, so slapping this set on your spectral DPS like Jinchi and Rover might be the best choice. Well, for another reason is that we don't have that many choices for spectral resonator. Eternal Radiance can be found by defeating Frost Courage Stalker, Chop Chop Headless, Flying Knees, Diggy Duggy, Dion's Knight, Abyssal Mersato, Fractious Thruster, and Nightmare Morning Axe. So what's your thought on this upcoming Sonata Effect? Do you like it or do you prefer something else than this? Let me know on the comment down below. So if you find this video helpful, please kindly leave a big thumbs up, and if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe so I can hit the 1000 subscriber before the end of the year. And as always, I will see you lot in the next one. Goodbye.